on NeVA. And now we'll have a presentation on NeVA as a platform for digital houses by Additional Secretary, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and Mission Leader, NeVA, by Dr. Satyaprakash Ji.
Namaskar. Welcome to the first session of this national workshop. We have already circulated to you all the literature relating to this workshop, but some of my colleagues were still inquiring me how this workshop will go on and on what subjects the sessions will be there. So for your benefit, I would like to share that in the first session, I would be introducing to you National E-Vidhan application in a brief. Thereafter, we will be having another technical session in which we will be asking 9 legislatures who have already gone live to share their experiences for the benefits of all of us, particularly to the legislatures who are in the process of making their houses digital. We will also be having one session in which we will be explaining how a state from beginning till end can execute this project in their respective state legislatures. Tomorrow, the first session will be on the subject keeping pace with emerging technologies for enabling good governance. This subject itself tells you that we want that NeVA should always be relevant. We should be adopting all latest technologies coming up with the passage of time so that we are always relevant. So we have invited best technical people from the field, like from Microsoft, IBM, and Google. And there, my secretary will also be there. One session will be dedicated to the modules. It is not possible here to tell you in detail how modules will work, but we will be telling you how, what are the basic features of those modules, which ultimately converts into National E-Vidhan application, and which is single, you can say, a software. In the end, we will be having question and answer session, and thereafter, valedictory session will be there, which will be presided over by Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal ji, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge. This is, in a nutshell, what we will be doing in this workshop. Now coming to this session, you all know that National E-Vidhan application is part of E-Vidhan Mission Mode project. Digital India program is having 44 mission mode projects. Out of them, 2 relates to legislatures. One is E-Sansad, another is E-Vidhan. E-Sansad relates to 2 houses of parliament, and E-Vidhan relates to state legislatures. But while we were working on software, in between we thought, rather in the beginning we were proposing that all legislatures will be having their own softwares and we will be financing them. But after talking to technical people and with our experience, we came to know that all legislatures are having their own softwares, and moreover they are also having so many softwares there itself. Like one module was there for questions, another module was for bills, paper link, separate modules were there, and those modules were not talking to each other. Information was not coming up in a single platform. So we wanted that all legislatures should be having one single platform. So we decided that only one software should be there and whole nation, all legislatures should be on that platform. So we started working on software with that notion. While working on that, we also thought, why not we should have instances for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha also, so that in true sense, all legislatures can come on this single platform. So our software, NeVA, provides independent instances for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha also. And if they want, from today, they can start working on that software. But funding, as far as funding is required, our scope is limited to financing to the state legislatures. So, in case Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha also comes, then we will be having 39 legislatures on this platform. Otherwise, we are working for 37 legislatures. A project has already been approved, you all know. And by the time 21 legislatures have already signed MOU, 17 projects have already been approved, and out of you, 9 states have already come up on this platform, and they have started working digitally. And some of the legislatures are, you can say, using almost all modules. Recently, Tamil Nadu has done very great job. They have adopted this NeVA and they have done their last session digitally, like other 8 houses. Coming to the basic features, you all know, and for the people who have already adopted this platform, it will just be repetition because they may be knowing all these features. But there are states here, there are officers here who have not been part of earlier programs and who may like to know what actually the software is, what are its features. Some of the states are yet to sign MOU, some of the states have signed MOU but they have not gone ahead, they may not be knowing complete details of this software. For their benefit, I would be explaining in brief what are its features. It is very simple to use, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, like some information will come from the member. You all know legislatures work, how legislature, from where legislatures work starts. It starts with giving notice by a member of a legislature. He gives a notice. Presently, as my minister was explaining, he used to run to give notice in the morning at 8 o'clock so that his notice comes at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the house. Now, that kind of situation will not be there once we adopt this kind of platform. So, first step is giving notice by a member of parliament. We are having a interface in this module, in this application, where members will be able to give their notices digitally through any mode. This application is device agnostic. It works on all the devices. He can give notice at any time, and he can also use his voice, and that will be converted into text, and ultimately he can deliver it to the secretariat, and that notice will ultimately go to the secretariat, and then secretariat will start working on it. They will be processing it in their files. Presently, you all work on physical files. Some notice has come, you have to see its admissibility, you will have to move it to the appropriate level for approval, and once it is approved, thereafter you are required to have feedback from some government department. So, in this platform, you will be having the facility of e-office. Once notice is received in your secretariat, you will be able to process that notice. You are not required even to type it again. Simply, whatever notice has come to you, you will be using it as a draft, and you will be able to work on it in the e-office mode, and you will seek approval of competent authorities, and thereafter, if whatever things are there, like question is there, like some notice is there, in whatever shape it is approved, thereafter you will be sending it to the department for feedback, for reply. You will be able to use this platform for that purpose. It will go to the department, and department will also be having its interface. They will receive that, you can say, information, and they will give you feedback. They will upload their reply onto this platform itself, and then that reply will come to the secretariat. it will be seen by the appropriate authorities at appropriate time. You will be able to show that reply to the members or to the public as per your own rules at whatever time you want to show it. And ultimately, when something comes to the house and it is disposed of, like some paper is laid, then it becomes property of the house and you will be able to show complete information to the public. It is end-to-end, that's why we call it end-to-end digital solution. You are not required to give, or you can say type or feed information again. Information will be fed once, then it will be processed in this system itself. It is a Unicode compliant. Like all states have got their own local languages, it will be catering to their local language. It will be catering to another language, like somewhere it will be English, somewhere it may be Hindi. So that kind of facility this software provides. We are also having mobile app. All information is available on mobile also. And mobile iOS platform app we have got, and the Android, it is also supporting Android based phones also. It is multi-tenancy application. When we call multi-tenancy means it is a single software and that software can be used as many times as we want. And all the legislatures are having their own instances. And information from all those instances come to a central portal, which we call National E-Vidhan Portal. All information will be there. We are having one central dashboard also, where information relating to all the legislatures will be available or is available. Whatever information so far you have fed, that you can see on the portal. Now, at the cost of repetition, I'm asking my people to run this video. Please run this. Voice.
साथियों, आज देश के सभी विधायी सदनों को डेटा शेयर करने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ना जरूरी है, ताकि देश में एक सेंट्रल डेटाबेस हो। सभी सदनों के कामकाज का एक रियल टाइम ब्यौरा आम नागरिक को भी उपलब्ध हो और देश के सभी सदनों को भी ये उपलब्ध हो। इसके लिए नेशनल ई विधान एप्लीकेशन के रूप में एक आधुनिक डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म पहले से ही विकसित किया जा चुका है। मेरा आप सभी से आग्रह रहेगा कि इस प्रोजेक्ट को जल्द से जल्द अडॉप्ट करें।
ये जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब की, ये है 26 नवंबर 2020 की। ऑल इंडिया प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर्स कॉन्फ्रेंस थी वहाँ पे 2020 का, एंड ही मेड दीज ऑब्जर्वेशंस एंड ही रिक्वेस्टेड all presiding officers across India, including 2 houses of parliament, that we are having one software already ready in the name of National E-Vidhan application, and all should be adopting it at the earliest so that we can have the central repository of data which can ultimately be used for the benefit and development of the people and nation as a whole. NeVA, basic stakeholders of NeVA are legislators, all legislators, including ministers, who can access information seamlessly without any hassle on a single click. Legislative secretariats, it caters for their needs. They will be fully digital. They will not be required to do any paperwork. They will not be required to move any files beyond this application. It will be catering to all their needs. Then information will be available to all the public, all the stakeholders, you can say, who are connected with our democratic institutions, they will be having seamless information without any delay. Then ministries and departments, they are required to make lot of communications with secretariats, with legislators. So they will be not required to, you can say, write any physical letters, physical communications. They will be communicating through this platform only. Media will be able to know what is happening in our legislators, researchers, and whomsoever is interested in our democratic institutions and their working, they will be having information readily available on this platform. What services NeVA provides? You all know that list of business is very, very important for any legislative house. Here in this platform, list of business is dynamic list of business. It is not a simple PDF. Like, you will be having information from different sources. Notice will be coming from member, it will be admitted. Information or reports will be coming from departments, and they will be coming to the secretariat. While preparing list of business, controller of the National E-Vidhan application will just simply click the items, and list of business will automatically be created. And this list of business will be such that relevant documents will be attached to it automatically. While list of business will be seen by anyone outside or in the secretariat, they will be able to see connected documents also there. And that document will be saved, will be available in perpetuity. This will always be there. And ultimately, when some business will be conducted in the house, this dynamic list of business will be used by presiding officer, by the secretariat, and on the screens you will be able to see step by step whatever items are being discussed and disposed of. Everything will be seen there. Then papers laid. You all know that papers laid is a very, you can say, cumbersome job, and most of the papers are used in legislatures on this activity. 99% documents are used for paper laying, and I think expenditure is very huge. Like my ministers were saying that savings to the tune of 340 crore would be in a year. And using the data of Himachal Pradesh, we were trying to figure out how many trees will be saved. It was stunning. 4.3 lakh trees per year will be saved from cutting in case we adopt this NeVA across India. So paper laying will be very easy. Documents will be received from the departments. They will be part of list of business, and at the appropriate time, once they are laid in the respective houses, they will be displayed to the public. And thereafter, they can be seen in the perpetuity. They will be part of our, you can say, archive. That will be stored in the NeVA platform itself. Then bills, legislation. Legislation is the primary job of our legislatures, we all know. And I have, being part of Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs and also having worked with Lok Sabha, I know how much time this legislative process takes. Once it is approved by the cabinet, they are not able to bring legislative proposal before respective houses, not before 10-15 days at least they will take. But in case we adopt this kind of this NeVA for this purpose, it will be very easy. A proposal will be initiated by the administrative department on this platform. It will be vetted by legislative department on this platform. Department of Legal Affairs, if they want to comment, they will be commenting on this platform. And ultimately, the final manuscript from the department and legislative department, whenever it is to be delivered to the houses, it will be delivered through this platform. And then after doing certain formalities like giving bill number and all those kind of things, Secretariat will be able to publish that legislative proposal, that bill, just on a click. Presently, what we are doing? Presently, we are having physical proofs. We are having physical manuscripts. that is being scrutinized many a time by, you can say, administrative department and then legislative department, and ultimately proof comes to the secretariat. Here, I'm talking about Lok Sabha. In the states, it must be like that. Then secretariat will be sending it for printing, and ultimately it will come after printing. Thereafter, it will again be scrutinized and checked by legislative department whether there are any mistakes or not. And thereafter, if some errata, etc. is there, with that, copy is circulated to members. So all this will be cut, because a clear, clean copy will be coming to the secretariat. They will be just assigning bill number, and it will be published to the members. So 5, 6, 7 days will be gone out of our, you can say, schedule. It is so simple. Then, after publishing, all notices will be received online. Secretariat will list it in the legislative business through this nationally Vidhan application, NeVA, using the mode of list of business. It will appear in the list of business in dynamic shape with the attachment of the bill. Bill will always be available there. And ultimately, it will come in the House, will be discussed, and no member will be asking you that we should be provided with the copy, because it will always be available in their hands. So it will be very, very simple. After introduction, consideration will be done through this only. It will be passed by one house. Then, in case we are having two houses in some legislatures, then it will be transmitted, message will be transmitted digitally to the another house through this mode only, through this application only. Then it will be laid in the next house digitally through this NeVA only. Then it will be considered and passed through this NeVA only. And ultimately, we are in the process, to that level we have not gone so far. We will be able to send it to the governor or president digitally. He will sign digitally. And thereafter, legislative department will notify it digitally in the Gazette. And Gazette notification will be there, and our act will be in our hands. We will be able to see the. So we will not be going anywhere physically. This is such a nice, you can say, software. Now coming to committee reports, committees. Committees, you know, I was discussing with someone that they are having 34, 35 committees. In Lok Sabha also, there are so many committees. We are having committee module ready. Every activity of a committee can be done on that module. Giving notice, even constitution of a committee. Constitution of a committee, to giving notice, circulation of papers, then minutes of the committee, and then ultimately sending that report to the secretariat or to the house for being listed for laying. That will be done through this module only. And ultimately it will be laid or published in the house proceedings. It will become part of the proceedings. And later on, if some report is on some bill, it will become part of bill. And while bill will be considered in the house, it will be there with that, and members can use it for their reference. Questions and answer is one of the biggest jobs in legislatures for ensuring executive accountability. Through this module, members can give their notices, then question branch can do all the processes on this module. There may be certain deviations in some states regarding, in respect of their rules, how they deal with these kind of things, but more or less, 90% procedure is same. And if some tweakings are required, we will be doing it for the state legislatures, keeping in mind their rules and their, you can say, procedures. So again in question also, whole process will be followed, from giving notice to examination in the legislatures, and ultimately making of list, listing of those bills, those questions in the list of business, and ultimately reply, and then publishing. in the, as part of the proceedings. We are required to issue so many bulletins. So all those bulletins like part 1, part 2, or whatever name you may give them, those can be published on this platform itself. Proceedings of the day, we are having one module, reporters module, that will make life of legislatures very simple. Using this platform, your proceedings will be, you can say, prepared very easily. Then if you are required to make synopsis, that also is facilitated. We are having digital library. Whatever activities will be done in our legislatures, they will be part of that. And we are also planning, once you can say more and more states come onto this platform, we would like that best of the libraries, best of the resources, which may be relevant for legislatures, we will be connecting them to this platform so that our legislators, our secretariat officers, our government officers, and who not, they can have the benefit of best literatures in the world for working on this platform. Notices, I have almost discussed it with respect to all the other activities, that notices can be given, all kind of notices through this platform. They will be, you can say, dealt with in the secretariat or at appropriate level in a process-based manner. Very small but very significant feature, members directory we have added into it. It is very simple and very, you can say, important or useful for all the stakeholders, particularly member of parliaments. Whomsoever's detail you will put into this. And if someone from the mobile wants to, you can say, talk to that person using this mobile app, he or she will be able to connect to that. We are proposing that all the legislature numbers are there, all government department numbers, important numbers are there, and at whatever level you decide, state legislatures, district administration, general numbers you can put, and whatnot, any number you, whatever number you will put into that, you are, not only your legislators, but you will also be able to use it, and then people from across India will be able to use it. So it will be a very big directory in the sense, more than 5,000 legislators are there, they will be available on it. All secretariats will be available on it. Government of India may also be available on it. And all districts may be available on this. And anyone can talk to anyone, just on a single click. Mobile app is available, I have already told you, on both Android and iOS platforms. We can use it. We are having one e-book for making our houses paperless. That e-book is touch screen. Touch screens are there. You can use tablets for that purpose. I will also discuss in a nutshell later on. Then website, people say that what about our security? So we are hosting it on Cloud Meghraj, NIC controlled. NIC is controlling all the, you can say, digital kind of things across India. So we have hosted it on cloud. Till some legislature is not on this platform, we may use it for our, you can say, trial purposes. But once some legislature is on this platform, we give them their secured, you can say, credentials, and thereafter we have no control over it. They will be having the facility of unlimited storage, and that storage will be free of cost in perpetuity. You will not be required to bear any expenses for hosting your, you can say, portals. Disaster recovery will always be the responsibility of Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. You will not be required to bear any expenses in future for that purpose. So it will be completely secure. We will not be having any control. You will be the master of your own data. But at the public, you can say, interfaces, once you make something public and that you want to show to the public, that will be seen by one and all. All legislatures will be able to see it, all across world will be able to see it, all researchers will be able to see it. And that facility will be helping, like Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal was saying, policy makers also. What is based on what area is happening in which legislature. If some state wants to have some policy on some matter, they will be able to see whether this kind of policy is there somewhere in some state. They will be able to search it. They will be able to see it. Search facility will be there. We will also be using artificial intelligence. As of now, we are having dearth of data into it. Once all state legislatures are there, they put lot of data into it, then artificial intelligence, machine learning kind of things will also be applied. And you will be able to see what is available where. If a member of parliament will be giving notice on a particular subject, he will immediately be having, you can say, pop up that this kind of question was raised in so-and-so legislature, and this was the reply. Department will be able to know when they have replied to this kind of question and what was their reply. So it will make life of everyone very easy. Now it is just repetition. By the time you come to know that we are having public portal, through which everyone will be able to see what is happening in our legislatures. Content management system is very important for you all people. And when we say, what about our security, this is the crux of the matter. You will be having all control over it. Whatever you want to feed, you will be feeding. I will not be able to see what you are doing. You will be having complete control over it. Whatever you want to show, you will be able to show. Then digital house. We want that our houses should be working in a digital manner. For that, we have developed one e-book, and through that e-book, we will be able to show all information to our legislators, and our list of business will be conducted as and when the matters come as per the directions of presiding officer in the house. Then we are also having mobile app. I have already told you, all information is available on mobile app. Members can give notice on mobile, they can have all information and whatnot. Major modules, we have dedicated one session for these modules. Tomorrow we will be having one session. They will try to tell you in brief what modules this software has got. Master data, again, you will be having control over your master data. Members' details, all ministers' details, you are supposed to feed. And whatever you will feed, that will be reflected in the public domain or anywhere. Then we are having another module for members. Members' interface is guided through this members module. Whatever notices, whatever information they want to give to the secretariat or to anybody, they will be using this module. And then whatever communications secretariat wants to give them and departments want to give them, that will be through that, you can say, interface or that module. For ministers also we are having one module. Ministers will be having additional facility there. Besides whatever information they are supposed to give to the public, they will also be having one, you can say, area where they will keep additional information which will not be available for others, but they will be able to see it. They will be able to use it while replying to supplementary questions, etc. in the house. Question processing, I have already told you question processing, one module is committed to questions module. Then department, we are having an interface with departments, and all the activities relating to department are, you can say, dealt in that module. List of business module, I try to explain to you that we are having one dynamic, you can say, list of business. Through this module, we are governing that part, how a dynamic list of business will work. Then e-house, e-book, how business of the house, while we are having sessions, they will be governed within the house. Those activities will be governed under this digital house module. Business controller is also very important. It is part of the secretariat. Under directions of the speaker or chair, they will be doing all the activities while e-office, digital house works, e-book works. Speaker will say that item so and so is to be taken up. Then that controller, as per directions of honorable speaker, will be controlling everything. He will be putting the question on the screen, and at the time of reply will be popping up, and he will be facilitating that from behind. So that kind of activities will be controlled under business controller module. Digital displays will be there of all the activities in the house relating to that, whosoever will be speaking, his photo will be there, how much time he will be taking, that will always be displayed, how much time chair has taken, that will be displayed, and all the activities relating to in the house will be captured in the shape of different reports, and those reports will be generated through digital display module. E-laying, it's a very simple module. Documents will be coming from department, they will be displayed in the house as per directions of presiding officer. That part is taken care of by e-laying. User module, who will do what? Who will be given what responsibilities? Who will approve things at what level? So all the legislatures will be having independence. If they want to make 2 levels, they can make 2 levels. If they want to make 7 levels for approval, they can make 7 approvals. That kind of facility is there. User management will be done, will be used by all the legislatures for their purposes. Then digital archives, I already told you that it will be very, very big module in the sense that all the data, legacy data will be there in this, and it will always be available for times to come for all its stakeholders. Webcasting facility. For webcasting facility, we are having one module, NIC will be facilitating it, and whomsoever, you can say, whichever secretariat, whichever house wants to use this facility, that will always be available for them. We are having public portals. It is very clear to you. We are having one central portal, like National NeVA-Salient Application has got its central portal. Then we have got individual portals for all legislatures. They are already live. Whether some state has become live or not, but our portals are live. If from tomorrow some state legislature wants to start keying their data, they can do it. We will give them credentials and they can start working on it. It is ready to be used. Then mobile app we are having, and these are the details of different portals like and then I think this is just repetition. I have already told you this National NeVA-Salient Application is a device agnostic. It works on desktop, laptop, tablet, mobile, all. Any project cannot go ahead or cannot go smoothly without capacity building. And this was the biggest challenge, or people used to say that whether our legislators will be able to work on it, whether our officers will be able to work on it. But I can tell you, with the experience in Himachal and thereafter in 9 state legislatures, that it is very easy. You people in the legislatures are not required to write softwares. You are supposed to have the, you can say, knowledge how you work on WhatsApp, how you use email. You are just required to upload, download, and edit. Only those kind of things are required. Software kind of things have been taken care of by CPMU or MOPA. And if required, some tweakings are required for localization, we will be assisting the state legislatures. So first step, and for this capacity building, we are ever ready. We are having second conference, national conference. In between, we had workshops in the individual legislatures we have been to, whomsoever has asked for that kind of facility. We have given so many capacity building workshops digitally, and whenever any state wants, we have ever been ready, and we will be supporting you fully whenever you, and moreover, we have also been of the view that this is not the project in isolation for us. This is also your project. And I have always asked states that if they are, you can say, able to get knowledge, or they have become experts, particularly the states where this project has gone live, they can also be the part of our capacity building teams. And we will be going to the states, they will be training other states. And that way, everyone will be, you can say, learning from each other. And we will be going ahead together for complete, you can say, implementation of the project. Now, what basic requirements are there? First of all, one state is required to sign MOU. Then they are required to constitute SPMU. They may also have high-powered committee under the chairmanship of their respective presiding officers. Then they are required to have a nodal department through which money will be going to them. They are required to give DPR. Then after technical evaluation and financial evaluation, it will be approved by Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. Thereafter, funds will be released, and you have to have the procurements, and thereafter, your house can go live. This is in a nutshell how your state can go live. This is particularly for the benefit of those houses which are yet to become live or who are yet to sign MOU. Now, coming to house-centric application, we also want that our houses should be working paperless. Members, or you can say ministers, are not required to carry any paper in their hands. For that purpose, all the activities have been taken care of in this software. Like when you will enter in the house, there will be screens which will be showing welcome screen, like that house so-and-so house is going to meet. Then time, display, session, everything will be displayed. And whatever activities as per list of business will be happening in the house, they will be displayed in the house concurrently. The controller, as per the directions of the speaker, will be displaying everything on the screens. Members will be able to see what question is before the house. Thereafter, what reply to that question has come, that will be available on the screens, and also on the screens available on, just before their seats. They will be able to see everything. They will not be required to have any papers with them. And one more facility is there. Members, if they want, they can have their notes prepared at home, and those, you can say, notes will be available in the house, and they can make their speeches using that material spontaneously in the house. That kind of facility is there in this you can say, application. Whosoever member will be speaking, how much time it takes, that will also be captured and will be displayed in the house. List of business driven question answer will be list of business driven. Legislative business will be also will be as per schedule. Then all papers laid. Those all activities will be as per list of business. Webcasting, I have already told you. Attendance facility. Presently, all legislatures must be having their own ways of capturing the attendance of members, particularly for pay and allowances and all those kind, daily allowance, etc. In this platform, once they will come in the house and they, you can say, use their, you can say, any, you can say, screen on which they are sitting, their attendance will be automatically captured. They will not be required to sign it physically. One more facility is there. Presently, we are allocating fixed seats to members. If you want, if your rules permit, you can allow members that they can sit on any seat. And once they open their tablet, they will be working from there. I'm not saying that you should be doing like that, but that kind of facility is there. Voting features are there. Very simple. Presently, either we use physical modes or one has to use, you can say in Lok Sabha, they are supposed to use two hands, one for clicking eyes or nose on another so that they are not able to press another to engage the hand. Those kind of things will not be required here because when someone will be logging in to some tablet, he will be logging in with certain his own or her own credentials. So we will be believing that so and so person is giving the vote. Within no time, votes will be captured and time will be saved of legislature at the voting stage. Then statistical display of all the activities of House will be available. That will be available in different kinds of statements or reports you can have. This kind of screen will be available, Rajasthan Assembly is not live. And why I have used this screen? Because the House which have already gone live, I cannot use that. Because I cannot enter into their system. They only have control now. Rajasthan is not there, so I can play with this so far. So we have created one screen for Rajasthan, which I am showing. Like if someone will enter in the House, you will find this kind of screen, welcome screen there. This is business controller, some officer from table office or the secretariat under the directions of chairman or speaker will be using this. He will be enabling what item is being taken up in the House, who is speaking, and it will be captured, all the details of timing, etc. will be captured on real-time basis. This is a list of business event being shown, like some member has given notice and that is being replied. This is e-book. E-book will be looking like this. This is the second page of that. It will be catering to the needs, like list of business will be there. I told you that list of business will be dynamic. So list of business is part of this e-book also. Then questions and answers will be there in this e-book. Then indexing will be there. Then if you want to go, if you are somewhere in the e-book, if you want to go the first page, you can go. If you want to go to the last page, you can go. Rules. If you want to refer rules of the House, whatever rules you can say put into this system, they will be available there for a particular legislature. Then attendance data will be available to the speaker, how many members are present today, and member himself can see on what date I was present and from what time to what time I was present. That kind of facility will be there in this. Then all reports can be generated from here. And if some annexures have been put with some documents, they will also be there. Circulars and whatever information we want to give to the members or which is relevant for running a House in digital format, that will be available in this book. And this e-book is just like a simple book. They will be just scrolling pages and it will be opening. They will be having feel as if they are using some book. This e-book makes House digital, user-friendly. There are no connectivity issues. When I say there are no connectivity issues means that in the beginning when House will start, you all know almost all information what is required to be given to the House by the departments, that is given before the time House starts. So all the information will be there in the system, and even if connectivity issues are there, then your House will not be hampered at all. Your House will go on till end. Questions, replies available, attendance, I have already told. Chat facility is there among between minister and department, secretary. Particularly, it is required during question hour. Some supplementary has been asked to the minister by some member, and secretary wants to give additional information to the minister. He will be able to do it sitting in the official gallery. He will be having screen, he will write something, and it will appear before the minister, and he will be able to reply. So there will not be requirement of any slips being given to the minister. This is a screenshot of voting, how voting will be done. Ayes, noes, yes, and data result will be available in the screen on the right side. These are some screenshots, like recently Tamil Nadu has gone live. So we have shown you the picture of that. National e-Vidhan application. This is the instance of central portal. And when they have captured it, it must be appearing on the screen. So we keep on showing photographs and complete information of all legislative houses on this. Whatever latest things are happening across India in any legislature, they can be seen on this platform. We are having one, you can say, dashboard here. In India, if 1 lakh questions have been asked, they will be available on it. Data will be available on it. And if some new additional question has come somewhere in India, in some legislature, it will be reflected here. 1 lakh 1, it will show. How many legislative proposals have come across India, that will be available. All that kind of data will be available. And if you want to further go down to the individual legislature, that is also available on the central portal. And from the central portal itself, we can go to other houses. Like we are showing here Lok Sabha. In case they come on this platform, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, they can be going to their respective pages from here. Then assemblies. All 31 assemblies are there in the here in this, and to whomsoever assembly wants to go, we can go. 6 councils are there. You can select your council and you can go to that council also. This is a screenshot of Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly's portal of NeVA, individual, you can say, portal. This is Tamil Nadu's portal in regional language. It will be shown like this. You will be able to see it. Then this screenshot shows you the mobile app. The first page is right on the left, then second page is in between, and then third page is just on the right. Lok Sabha, if you want to go, you can click Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabha, if you want to go, you can click. Okay, then assemblies, all 31 assemblies, we can go from here. Councils, 6 councils, we can go. These mobile apps are very user-friendly. What is happening today, you can see there on the real-time basis. Then list of business you can see, questions you can see, bills you can see, members, all members' details you can see, paper laid. Whatever is available on portal, that is also available on this mobile app. If someone wants to use legislature through mobile only, they can use it. These are screenshots of different legislative houses. Then different activities are there, like list of business, how it will be shown on the mobile app. It shows. These are just details, contact details. Whatever contact details you will feed into it, they will be available for all the stakeholders. They can use it on just a single click. They can contact. They can speak to concerned person. Recently, we have got launched digital e-ticketing system through our secretary. As of now, before that, you used to contact us through phone or emails if you are having some problems. Now, e-ticketing system is there. Online, once you have some query, you will be feeding it into the system, and a ticket will be generated. And our team is required to resolve that issue in a time-bound manner. And once that, you can say, issue is resolved, that will be available for other stakeholders, others also. If same problem they are facing, they will be able to see the solution. And if they want to have a redressal of some new queries, they can always have tickets generated through this system. This, I think I have already told you, this is the detail of houses so far come on this platform. These are the screenshots of some of the legislatures who have already gone live. Bihar Council, this is Nagaland Assembly doing their business paperless manner. They are completely on digital platform, NeVA. Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly has already gone live and they are working on this. Then Uttar Pradesh Vidhan Parishad is also live. They are also working on this platform in a paperless manner. Haryana Assembly has also gone live. You can see they are doing all their activities now, all sessions through digital NeVA. Mizoram Assembly has also gone live. They are doing all the activities now on NeVA. Meghalaya Assembly has also gone live. You can see their picture here. Then Odisha is in the process, advanced stages of for coming onto this platform. They have already, you can say, procured their hardware, and they have presented their budget in digital form using NeVA already. Tamil Nadu recently, the latest state, they have gone live. This is what, in a nutshell, I wanted to explain to you. Thank you very much. Now we will be departing for lunch. Now you can make announcement. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Satyaprakash, sir, for taking us through that valuable information. Time for delectable lunch now. Kindly assemble here by 2:30 p.m. Thank you so much.